What's going on? This day Chiefy. I'm on the black couch with Dreamshot visuals.
Alright, we got Chiefy on the black couch with us. How you feeling today?
I'm doing great, man. Enjoying the weather, living life.
For sure. Let everybody know where you from.
Well, really, I'm from the St. Clair area. I done lived all up and down it, whatever, because my family, we travel a lot, so I gotta say the whole St. Clair, but I grew up mainly on 105 area though. Yeah.
What was life like in Cleveland for you growing up?
For me, I don't know, Cleveland, like, for me, I was kind of brought up a little down south, like I said, because my mom moved all around, so I was kind of taught down south in Alabama, really. That's where it like started, but then I came up to Cleveland my high school years. So that's when you really get grown and start thinking for yourself or whatever. So I came up here and really just got like a rude awakening. Like the city really rough. We like super like, don't get it wrong. We ambitious, but for all the wrong reasons, to be honest. That's how I look at it as. Like if somebody trying to kick it here, they gonna kick it. Or if somebody want to get something from somebody, they gonna get that. But it's just, like I said, it's for the wrong reasons. It ain't a lot of like positivity. Ain't nobody really spreading them positivity heavily. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of one thing that started to play a role with me, and that's what kind of made me pick a side, where it's like, yeah, I deal with people who get like that, or they in the streets and they doing shit the wrong way, but I'm always trying to tell you the right way, or try to not have you go down that path, whatever, because I done some shit that got me down that path or had me in them types of situations. So I could definitely say we starting to get it together, but in the grand scheme, it's too much small-minded. Like we too small-minded. Like little things that don't really matter elsewhere matter here.
For sure. So what you would say Cleveland need though? Like what have helped them out?
I feel we need more leaders. And I ain't talking about nobody like in charge, because we got a lot of people in charge, but we don't got no real like, I ain't gonna say we don't got, but we need more of. It's more mediocre and like ain't shit people than it is like stand up, high integrity, real high moral, like positive people. And when I mean that, I'm saying like it's a couple business owners who doing what they do here and they spreading the love and positivity, but we need more of them. Like I think we need more inspiration, like more hands-on teaching, showing, and learning. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want to know how to be a dope boy. Everybody want to know how to hit licks. Everybody want to know how to fuck all the hoes and stuff like that. So I feel we need more people teaching it. Therefore, that'll make more people want to learn it when it comes to the positivity. So I just feel we need mentors. Everybody need guidance. Everybody out here self-taught.
For sure. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
So what you would say made you who you are today? How did you get into the camera life?
Okay, I'm gonna break that up. The person that made me who I am today, I have to heavily say my uncles. Like, cause I was raised in, of course, a single family home, like just with my mother. My dad was in and out, but he wasn't really there. Like, he wasn't really on shit for real. So I could say my uncles, they was like in and out the house too. So they played a major role in like how I look at myself and how I let others look at me. And that kind of went hand in hand into like how I was just saying earlier, self-taught. They was there, but once again, they not my daddy. They can't really sit here and tell me what to do and how to do it and when to do it. All it is advice. Some advice I took, some advice I ignored. But I can say they heavily influenced who I am, my hustle, my ambition, my motivation, all that. So the reason I got into camera stuff though was basically I'm hitting licks. I ain't even gonna lie to you, like straight up, like niggas was going in the cars and in them hotties. That was definitely how a nigga came up. But my one nigga, I think it was, my one nigga Maurice and ATM came to me one day with just, yeah, boy, we came up on this camera. I think it was like a Canon T3i, where it was like mirrorless, like the thing swiveled out, boom, like raw. It had a prime lens on it. This way before I even knew what all this shit was. But looking back now, I know what that was. So, and I don't know how they got it, where they got it from, and I don't ask questions like that. All I know is they got it and it's mine now. And from there, I started off with the little skits. Like I was doing comedy skits, little funny stuff like that. And just taking, photos of my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Little shit, here and there. You know, I'm definitely fucking with the hoes. So it's like, yeah, come here, let me get some photos. But, you know, I wasn't really focused on no cheese or nothing. I was just playing around with it. And then one day, really what it was when my niggas got locked. Like, they got knocked. And I wasn't outside no more. It was just me. And it was like nothing to do for real. So I'm just like, I always was playing with this camera. Let me look it up. Because that's one thing about me. I always been like a research type dude. I don't always look stuff up and curious. Like, I was a curious motherfucker. So from that, I looked up like camera stuff. I'm like, what is, at first, because I didn't even know what it was. I'm saying camera guy, camera dude. I didn't know the professional term is videography and photography. So I looked it up like, dang, how much they make and what do they do? And then it just clicked, like, everything you watch and see is a cameraman. Like, everything, especially because this started in like 2016. So this when the whole YouTube and internet wave really picked up. And it, like, that was the era, I feel, when like that microwave rap started and just anybody was getting famous just real quick, back to back, just people popping up. So it just started clicking, like all these artists and talents and business owners and entrepreneurs, and they need video work or photos. Everybody want to be behind the camera. And I knew that from experience because I was behind the camera. Like I said, I was doing skits and comedy stuff like that. And I just clicked like, hold on, I should break, if I charge people for this part, they need this. It's damn near like dope. It started hitting in like, oh, I have a drug. I have something people addicted to. Everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to see themselves. Everybody want to make memories and have something to look back on. So it just, like I said, I always been a hustler from hitting licks, and now I finally got something to sell, and it just turned up from there. Like, that's why I just came into it super aggressive. All I did go to school for like a year and a half. Definitely dropped out of college. I ain't even gonna lie, because I was always, like I said, self-taught. I had super high ego and pride. So of course, going into it, I ain't know that, so I'm humble. But over time, when I started learning a little bit, because I was always doing the camera stuff, making a little money, because I was doing that on the side, working a little job and going to school. And I always knew one of these gotta go. I gotta drop one of these. I'm never gonna drop this camera because this a hustle. I came up off hustling. I can't just stop hustling. So what it dropped first was the school, because I'm like, all right, this is just knowledge. And at the end of the day, the day that I really said fuck school was when I went to a class and they were showing me videos off YouTube. I'm like, nigga, I can do this. What the fuck is, like, this where y'all getting y'all information from YouTube? Like, don't get me wrong, it's experienced people telling it, but y'all references and sources is YouTube. I can do that. I'll go look that up and then just do my research and meet someone with experience. So that's what I did. I'm just, man, fuck school. I got enough. I know aperture, ISO. I got a cool like 10 people who I can shoot videos for, make a couple $100, work my job. So at this point, straight cheese. That's all I was about. Cheese, money. Like, I cut everybody off. I cut my family off. I moved out, fell out with people left and right. And then that's where, while I was in, right when I dropped out or whatever, I met my nigga Chris. Right? And that was around the time I'm just hustling, bouncing around, cutting people off, meeting new people, just making money. Met him. And from there, it turned, like, he turned me up though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, he showed me like good business, like how to do good business, how to go about certain business with people, and how to just treat people and how you want to be treated, and image and polishing and all this and that. Just a whole lot of levels into it that just really, like I said, turned me up to that next level. And then fast forward now, I just always stuck with it. Consistency. I found something I liked and something I was good at and just kept on doing it and learning on it, building on it, learning on it, building on it, executing.
For sure. So what was you doing before, like, videographer, like, as far as social media wise? Because I know I used to see you post like the videos, record yourself, you feel me? Like, was you a comedian or what was that?
I always been a funny dude. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just like that. Like, that's a personality trait. Anybody that know me, I'm either a funny dude or asshole. It's one or the other. So it really was just me just wanting to show people my jokes. Like I said, I grew up on St. Clair, so as you know, if you know, it ain't really shit to do on St. Clair but sell drugs or rob niggas. So I'm looking like I ain't trying to keep robbing niggas, and I couldn't sell drugs. That wasn't for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's not my lane. Like, I don't like that. I don't even like dealing with them types of people. So,
Sure.
I guess you can say, like I said, I was a comedian because I was doing stand up for a little bit, like I said, but it was more or less, it was always a hobby. Like, I never ever really looked at comedy like, this is it, this gonna get me there. Like, I'm gonna just do this and I'm on. I just always knew like it's a door opener, it's an opportunity.
Right. So what you would say in the beginning kept you motivated if you wasn't getting the traffic you wanted?
My living situation. Every day, when you waking up on the couch every day and you don't know if you gonna be there, and you don't know if you even gonna have money to pay them, so it was always in the back of my mind I'm gonna be on the street. Always in the back of my mind. Cause me, like I said, I'm so prideful. When I feel out with my peoples and my family, I'm gonna go back. I can't do that. If I say I ain't fucking with you, it's this and it's that, I gotta do what I said I'm gonna do before I come back. I can't come back like, yeah, it didn't work out, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. We gonna. I ain't one of them. I sit by myself and suffer until I figure it out. If I never figure it out, I never figure it out. But once again, I really don't look at failure as a choice. Like, you either gonna do it or you gonna do it, or you gonna fail doing it. But like how they always say, just because you fall on your ass, that don't mean you a failure. It's all about if you accept it and you stay there. So I just never stayed there. So that was it for me. And like I said, just my family always had personal issues or financial issues. So I just couldn't be like that. I didn't let bad habits and addictions fuel my decision making. The only bad habit and addiction I would say is I'm a workaholic. I probably won't really kick it that much how I used to because I'm so tunnel vision and locked in on being the hardest cameraman in the city. Like, I mean that. Like, that's not just no tag or saying or catchy trend. Like, I'm trying to, not trying, because trying to invite failure. I'm going to be that. So until I'm that, I'm not finna kick it and chill or relax or do this and that or none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my motivation at all times. Like, I gotta be what I say I'm gonna be.
Sure. What you would say your most traumatizing experience was in the city?
The most traumatizing. I have to say, when a nigga I looked at as my brother, for real stole my car camera, laptop, and all my equipment. That was the most traumatizing. Because that was, like I said, when I was in between jobs and I had just quit school and I'm couch surfing. So all I had was my hustle. All I had was my car and my camera. Once those was gone, I was willing to crash. I was willing to just say, fuck it, fuck everything. Like, for me, that was all hope lost. That was probably my lowest and scariest moment because I was willing to do whatever to anybody and not give a fuck at all. So that definitely had to be the most traumatizing moment. But based off, it's funny how that worked out. The only reason it did work out is like I said, bitch was so pressed for cheese, and I ain't gonna fake, cheese ain't shit. So I was just like, bruh, I don't give a fuck. Like, cause it was only $80. This nigga said, cause basically, like I said, he a hood nigga. So when the bitch ran out of gas or whatever, I'm like, bruh, I'll give you whatever just to get that shit back. Well, I ain't gonna fake. I ain't even give a fuck about. See, another nigga gonna sit here and be like, oh, that's extortion, this and that. I don't give a fuck. In the end, look at where I'm at and look where he at. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I paid you $80 to get all my shit back. That's cool. I ain't fake, because it's a lesson from that. I got betrayed out of that. So me, that lesson was way more than just my pride. That was the one day where I really like put my pride all the way to the side and just said, fuck it. That was it was traumatizing, but at the same time, it was an enlightenment. Because I just realized more about life. Like, small-minded people, they'd crash out behind that. They'd just say it's over with. They'd throw the whole life away over that. And I was only like 19 at that point. So everything after that would have just not mattered because it is one moment.
For sure. So what's some motivational advice you'll give to your fans, supporters, or anything like that? I don't know, after, based off of your story.
The best advice I can say is get your mentality and your mental health up. I think that's the most important. Everybody gonna always sit here and say, oh, consistency, work hard, do this, do that, do this, do that. But at the end of the day, your brain is running your ship. Your brain is running your body. If you ain't got a strong mentality or a strong decision-making skills and just a strong mentality, I ain't even gonna say strong, it's just well put together. If you can't fully think for yourself or critically think, you really not gonna make the best decisions and you ain't gonna get the most out of your life. Like I say, it's a statistic out there saying like the average person only use like I think like 6 to 14% of their brain. In other countries, there's people using up to like 20% or whatever. That's how other countries and other places they able to like speak multiple language. Like if you think about it, and I'ma just like real quick, America the only place where we not known for having multiple language. If you go to Jamaica or France or Africa or anywhere else, they speak their native language and then like another language. In Europe, they speak French and probably like, well, in certain parts of Europe, French and like Arabic or shit like that. Like down south, they speak Spanish and English. Mostly every other country know English too. So they had got they native and what they got on top of, they learned our language. We the only place that we don't know nobody else's language. If we was to get invaded right now, we wouldn't know shit. We just, go this way. So like I said, think for yourself, challenge yourself, do research, learn, always learn. I think that's what I ended off on. Always learn. Even if it's bad advice or good advice, it's new advice. That's for you to take it in and do what you want with the information. Like I said, I started off with all bad information. But I had to wake up and realize like, all right, I don't think it's me. I think it's the people who telling me stuff. I think y'all don't know what y'all talking about and y'all trying to just put that on me. And then I left that, went to find different people and found out there was other types of point of views and perspectives and better information out there with anything.
What you would say the most trouble you ever been in was? I see you got that on your leg, man.
Shit, I'm about to see it right now. I ain't gonna lie. This is the most trouble I've been in. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, yeah, that was the most trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got that call saying somebody was getting beat on. And we just went over there and... When this gonna drop, bro? I ain't gonna say this gotta drop after the case there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say too much now. I ain't trying to say too much now, but just know. Niggas handled the situation they could have handled better. They'll use this as an example. I should have thought more. Should have put a little bit more thought into that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a prideful emotion moment. And niggas just got caught up in their feelings and wanted to handle some shit. But it wasn't the right way.
For sure. What you would say the best advice given to you was from somebody else?
If you don't believe in nothing, believe in yourself. Because all you got is you if you think about it.
So what's next from you? What can the people, the fans, the supporters, what can everybody expect in the near future?
Be on the lookout for films. That's where I'm going now. And like real films, like real movies. Like I want to bring a studio here. I want us to have a like Hollywood studio, production studio. Like the full shit stuff. Like I want to make independent short films. Like they got a couple movies coming out of this city that's buzzing. And if you into film festivals or if you know a little bit about it, then you know, like I said, like the Rent Dude, the Lamb movie. There's a couple other ones that I can't think of. I think like 1979, they shot some scenes here, but it's movies coming out the city that's fire and that's good. But like I said, we just need to turn it up. We need more. I feel I can add to that. I need to be a part of that. So we got a little thing, film group coming with me and my producer Martin called Indie Hood Films. That's where you can catch all the movies we make, short films, documentaries, everything like that on that channel. And of course, I'ma still stay Chiefy Productions and come with the music videos every now and again, you know what I'm saying? Cause can't leave that alone. That's my first love. But definitely more projects, more elevation, more storytelling, more engaging content.
For sure. Any pictures? Are you ever gonna do pictures?
I don't know. I might leave that to Dreamshot visuals on the picture side.
For sure. All right. So where can the people, the fans, the supporters, where can everybody find you?
Man, you know, you can hit me up on IG. I got other accounts like Twitter's or Facebook, but I ain't even active. But it's all Stay Chiefy, STAYCHIEFY. Or you could just search the hashtag hardest cameraman in the city. I'm gonna pop up. So you can check me out on Instagram or also follow my YouTube to get all my full content.